Flag goes up and away they go. They're sprinting from that 1100 metre marker. To the left-hand side, you've got Escarpment. Right up there's Bomber Girl, and Elusive Winter is very quick off the mark. On the inside is Black Egret with Silver Crown and Tenango. Walk With Me is about 3 or 4 lengths off them. Then comes Night Bomber, Sweetie Darlings behind that one. Paroshka's about 5 off the leader. Riverstone is travelling in the Black Silks and towards the back end of the field with Kawalami. And Tough Terrain needs to get past them all. So it's Elusive Winter who skips away by 3 lengths with Escarpment and Black Egret. Silver Crown and Tenango. Then comes Night Bomber. Paroshka trying to improve. Riverstone, Sweetie Darling on the inside. Kawalami, Walk With Me. They got 4 or 5 lengths to make up respectively. But Tenango's idled into the lead. Tenango goes 3 or 4 lengths clear. He's going to be very hard to beat past the 150. He's hardly come out of first gear. Tenango, he shot away. He went 3 or 4 lengths clear and it's race over. Super impressive. Follow, follow, follow. Tenango beats Riverstone, then Escarpment, Elusive Winter further back, and then came Black Egrets. All right, so look at Tenango to the right-hand side, the blue sleeves and the blue cap. Aldo's hardly moved a muscle. He's just gone through maybe first gear, just a shake of the reins to make sure there's nothing running on. But he's won very impressively, the 4-year-old son of Canford Clips. Well done to Candace Bass-Robinson. Well done to Mr. Longmore. I think it's my first horse ever called home for Mr. Longmore as a commentator. And hopefully this will be the first of many more. There goes number 2, Tenango. The 4-year-old son of Canford Clips scoots away to become a 2-time winner.
Aldo de Meyer talking to children, giving them high-fives and autographs. Nice to be popular.
Yeah, no, we try.
That was feature race material, what I just saw. What do you think?
Potentially. I was happy with what I felt here today. He's come back from his break and he impressed me. I suppose he couldn't do anything wrong. It was a nice race to bring him back in. He was nice and fresh. So, yeah, don't want to put the horse in front of the cart, but cart front horse, whatever, either way it goes. But we're going to take it step by step. I was happy with what I felt there today, and nice for his confidence to finish a race, I guess. Physically, I think it's going to do him good. He was quite happy, he was coming back, and yeah, what more can we say? I was impressed by him.
2 more questions. Did you even ask him any questions?
Not really. I let him do what he wanted to do, and that rhythm felt comfortable enough. I just gave him a little shake-up just so that the race can bring him forward. I'm not sure which direction we go to from here, but I needed the race to bring him on as well. Otherwise, I would have just sat past the post. So, yeah, I think he done enough to come on. I think we can just play with him because clearly he doesn't take too much work. We weren't sure if he was going to need the run, but we were confident enough in the work that he's shown that he's a fair sort, and I think there was a little bit of support for him, and rightfully so.
And he's got well-documented respiratory problems. We know that he's obviously had the wind up. All good today in that regard?
Clear as a whistle, you know. I've had MJ make funnier signs than him, but I mean, that's not really a line in the sand to go by, but it was clear today, so a lot of positives to that. Mr. Longmore, thank you so much. I wore your pom-pom. It's been a while since we've had a winner for him, and it's really a nice way to introduce him back into the season, and yeah, let this be a start of many more.
Those MJ noises are just Afrikaans. Well done.
Thank you. Drakenstein, Charles Dickens, thanks so much. Mrs. Rupert, nice having you back, and everyone involved, the Basses, thanks for giving me the ride. We know they don't always give me too many chances, but I'm glad when it comes my way.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Well done to Aldo de Meyer. Nice win. Very encouraging win from Tenango. Let's get to the boss in front.
Thank you, Alistair. Good feedback from Aldo too. Candice, I don't know, that leaves you little to say, but were you happy with the win?
I can really not be happy with that, Vicky. He's always shown us that he's had ability, and unfortunately he went in the wind early on in his career, so we decided to have the wind up simply because he had the ability and it was just impeding him quite a bit. So he's been off obviously since February. He's had a nice long break, and the wind up was very successful. And it was his first run out today. I think I found a nice type of race for him. It was a nice field that he took on, so it wasn't a big heavy a field that he had to take on today. And yeah, I think he did it pretty much in style, which was nice to see, and I think it'll bring him on quite a bit. Obviously we've got a whole season ahead of us, and we'll just have to take it one race at a time. He was nice and fresh today, so it was lovely to get the win under the belt.
In the preparations, were you using this race as a stepping stone?
Well, Vicky, I mean, as I said, been off for such a long time. So, I mean, you know, obviously one has to see how successful that op was. It certainly showed us at home that it had been a success, but obviously, you know, going into a race, you never really know when they're under pressure. But obviously didn't get to be under much pressure today. So, yeah, he's got, as I say, he's just beginning his season, and how good he is, I don't really know. I mean, that we'll just have to take one step at a time. It wasn't the strongest of fields today, but as I say, he did it pretty well. So well done to Ian. You know, he did ask me to try and do what I could to bring his horse out first time out, and I'm sure he'll be very happy. And as I say, it's a nice horse, and I look forward to his season ahead.
Well done, Candice.
Thank you.
Well done indeed to Candice Bass, as well as in Longmore for owning and breeding number 2 Tenango. Brilliant return. It's wonderful to see, and I think we were all quite impressed by that, and good feedback both from Aldo and Candice, which is encouraging.